Today's automobiles are complex computer-driven machines. Working space has been reduced, repairs become more difficult, and diagnosis can be almost impossible without the proper equipment. That is why Unior developed a broad selection of specially designed and high-quality hand tools for car repairs. Unior automotive tools are professional in order to satisfy the most demanding customers, yet simple enough for everyday use. Spring clip pliers are used for opening tube clamps, enabling the quick and safe removal of tubes from tube extensions. They're also used for closing the tube clamps when tubes are attached to tube extensions, to prevent tubes from falling off the extensions, thus ensuring the safe movement of fluids. The pliers can be efficiently used in places which are difficult to access. A firm and safe grip is ensured by the ergonomic shape of the handles. Slot holder pliers for Urtica collars are used for opening the tube clamps, enabling the quick and safe removal of tubes from tube extensions. They're also used for closing the tube clamps when tubes are attached to tube extensions, to prevent tubes from falling off the extensions and thus ensuring the safe movement of fluids. The pliers can be efficiently used in places which are difficult to access. A firm and safe grip is ensured by the ergonomic shape of the handles. Quick coupler pliers for fuel pipes are used for the removal of the quick couplers that connect fuel lines. The tool has two forged pins in the jaws that compress the coupler during removal or repair. The hose can be removed. The jaw is dimensioned and adjusted to enable safe and easy work with great force in a limited space. Click collar pliers are used for opening the tube clamps, enabling the quick and safe removal of tubes from tube extensions. They're also used for closing the tube clamps when tubes are attached to tube extensions, to prevent tubes from falling off the extensions, thus ensuring the safe movement of fluids. The pliers can be efficiently used in places which are difficult to access. A firm and safe grip is ensured by the ergonomic shape of the handles. Grip hose clamp pliers for stopping the flow of fluids are an indispensable tool when changing various automotive parts connected with liquid-bearing hoses. The tool's main function is the stoppage of the flow of various fluids in soft hoses, so a certain part can be replaced without interruptions or worrying over a potential spillage. The tool can be used on soft hoses in cars, trucks, agricultural machinery, as well as various nautical vessels. Grip pliers for cutting exhaust pipes are primarily intended for cutting exhaust pipes, but they can also be used for copper pipe, plastic pipe, and various other pipes with a diameter between 25 and 85 millimeters. The tool is safe and easy to use due to accessories like a longer cutting chain, larger cutting blades, plastic-coated T-handle that decreases the amount of force necessary to use the tool, and universal locking mechanism. The cutting chain is subject to wear, which is why we are offering it as a spare part. The roller-type stud extractor is a tool for removing studs without damaging the threads. The tool works through a system of 3 rollers that grip the stud at 3 points during removal, removing the stud without damaging it. The rollers have no sharp edges, enabling removal without causing damage. Despite this, the tool can work in both directions. Tightening with the tool is not recommended, however, as the increased force when tightening could damage the system of rollers, which are dimensioned solely for loosening. The adjustable oil filter wrench can be used on the majority of standard filters. When used, the tool conforms to the filter, as tightening it makes it grip the filter. Because of the limited space during changing, the tool is sized and adjusted to require as little space as possible. The hooks are ribbed to make them suitable for filters without an edge to allow gripping. The tool works in both directions and thus allows both the tightening and loosening of oil filters, as it adjusts and utilizes the effort invested optimally in both cases. The oil filter wrench tool comes in as many as 8 sizes, which can be used on the majority of standard car oil filters on the market. Using it is simple, as all that you need to do is place it on the filter and rotate it easily. The tool can be used when fitting oil filters, as the design and material have been carefully selected so that the tool can withstand the maximum force applied to it. Because of the surface protection, the tool is highly resistant to scratches as well as to atmospheric and chemical effects. The wrench for reservoir has 3 removable hooks that grip the gas tank cap firmly so it doesn't move. As access to this cap is usually difficult when making replacements, the tool is constructed so that it requires minimum space. Simply place the tool on the cap and rotate it in the appropriate direction. The tool adapts to the cap itself and the cap can be removed very quickly. The replacement of the cap is also straightforward. This tool ensures safe work and long service life. The front windshield wiper arm remover is a tool for the removal of the front windscreen wiper arms with a robust construction which enables the application of greater forces when removing front windscreen wiper arms that have become glued to the drive shaft, as well as extending the service life of the tool. They are used for removing wipers that are elevated above the surface of the car body. Working with this tool is straightforward and quick. The rear windshield wiper arm remover is a tool for the remover of rear windscreen wipers designed to enable the simple removal of all types of rear wipers. The adapter of the remover spindle is protected during work by the hose that supplies the cleaner fluid. The Dawn included removal force is required to use a 13mm wrench. The construction of the tool ensures its long service life. The windscreen removal set is a set of tools for the removal of glued windscreen glass with the aid of a wire. Using the longer tool, make an opening between the car body and the glass, through which you run the wire, which is then attached to both tools. Using the T-shaped tool, pull the wire between the car body and the glass, thus separating them. The tool is made to allow fast and safe work, while its shape ensures the work is performed without expending excessive energy. Square steel wire and round steel wire for the windscreen removal set are also available. The trim pin remover is used for extracting fastening pins, removing trim, and for various upholsteries. Their ergonomic design allows safe and easy work in various positions and in difficult to reach places without damage to the items being extracted or removed. Available in 3 dimensions. The hub and wheel drum puller is intended for the disassembly of various wheel hubs. It is designed for simple and flexible use. Because its use is extremely flexible, the tool is useful for the majority of hub types up to a diameter of 250mm. The tool consists of a spindle, 5 extractor hooks and a forged hook handle. The handle also has an additional notch that prevents the extractor hooks from sliding off the tool during the assembly or disassembly of the hub. Wheel balancing pliers are used to remove and attach wheel balancing weights. The tool has several functions, i.e. forming wheel balancing weights, removing wheel balancing weights from wheel rims, attaching wheel balancing weights to wheel rims, and removing wheel balancing weights from alloy wheel rims. The tool features a plastic-coated handle for greater user comfort during handling. The suspension compressor for shock absorber springs is intended for the removal of car shock absorbers and is mainly used to compress the springs and McPherson struts. The tool set contains 3 different pairs of grippers that almost completely cover the range of different McPherson struts. The tool set also includes a spacer bar for conical springs, which increases the usefulness of the shock absorber remover. For safety reasons, all grippers in the set feature enlarged grip edges to firmly grip the spring in the tool, thus preventing any possibility of slipping that could injure the user. Fixed torque wrenches are mainly used in the automotive industry when changing tyres or when the preset torque is sufficient for the required torque. Wrenches require no time-consuming setting of the torque amount because several different amounts have already been preset. Fixed torque wrenches are colour-coded, so you're able to find the proper wrench quickly and easily. When the desired torque is reached, the wrench emits a characteristic sound so that the user immediately knows when to stop fastening. When released, the wrench resets itself to the starting position and can be used again to apply torque.